Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm not going to waste any time here. I do have green concealer on my face, so that's why I look a little crazy. I'm going in with my Matte and Poreless Fit Me Foundation. I'm using a stippling brush to kind of blend this on and apply the makeup to my face. And then once I get it all spread around, I'm going to go in with a Real Techniques complexion sponge. And I like to work kind of a section at a time. So I do like my cheek and my jaw first, then I do like the other cheek and my jaw, and then I do my forehead, and I just work around that way. And now to contour my face, I'm using the Lorac Pro Contour Concealer palette. I'm using one of the shades that best suits my skin tone, and I like to take that same stippling brush and I draw a line from the top of my ear down kind of halfway to my cheek, and then I use what's left to do my jawline, and I kind of start from the bottom of my ear. I bring it down my jaw pretty much right up until my chin, and then I just blend that out using the same brush. And then in a minute here, you're going to see me go in and just make sure everything is super blended with my sponge again. I do love the sponge for blending. It's great to make sure that there's no lines in your makeup, even if you don't like to apply with a sponge. It's still really nice kind of just to finish everything off before you set it. And now I don't do anything too crazy because I have a smaller forehead, so I kind of just bronze up with that same color right kind of like above the tail end of my brow. And then I'm speeding through here real quick and doing the other half of my face, the same thing that I just talked to you guys through. So for my nose, I didn't do anything too crazy, but what I do is I bring whatever's left down the sides of my nose and just kind of blend it in. I can do a more in-depth, more dramatic nose contour tutorial. If you guys would like to see one, just let me know down below. And then I also bring whatever's left underneath my lip to create the illusion of a bigger, fuller lip. And now to highlight my face, I'm using two concealers just because my fake tan and my real tan are somewhere weird. I don't even know what's going on, what color I am. So I'm just combining to get like a decent color. So what I did is I went in with my Maybelline Fit Me first, and then I dotted 3 of my Tarte Tape Shape Concealer on top just to brighten, and then I'm just patting that in with a sponge. And like I mentioned earlier, I like to work in sections of my face, so once I have one eye done, I immediately set it. I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Kind of a mouthful, but this powder is amazing. I'm just using an e.l.f. setting brush and kind of just patting it into my skin. You never want to swipe with powder right on top of concealer first, just so you don't disrupt anything that you blended out and laid down. But yeah, so now I'm just doing the same thing to my other eye. I'm blending it out real nice, and then I also kind of bring it up the sides of my nose a little bit to slim it down and help with that contour. But then I'm doing a setting again, and as you can see, I'm patting, not swiping. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. And then for my chin and my forehead, I'm doing the exact same process. I'm using both concealers and blending them out, and then I'm gonna go right ahead and set them. So to clean up my contour line before I bake, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm drawing a nice thin line right underneath where I contoured, and then I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend that out with my sponge. This is a nice little trick for you guys who are new to contouring, just kind of like a little cheat trick. But yeah, it works really well, and it does still give you a nice little highlight without being too dramatic. And then I'm baking with that same Laura Mercier powder and a NARS Eater brush. I don't normally use my NARS Eater brush, but I was just feeling it today. Anything you can use to get a nice clean line. And then I also drag that powder down the rest of my jaw because my hands live by my face, and that just helps my makeup stay on longer. So then after that's done, you can go ahead and wipe off your makeup. As you can see, I went ahead and finished my eye makeup, so leave that on for a couple minutes. And then I'm doing I'm setting my contour with the Balm's Bahama Mama bronzer. This is great because it's naturally gray in tone. And then for my nose, I just kind of lightly dust whatever's left on the brush onto my nose. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy because we already got the crazy stuff out of the way. For highlighting, I'm using this really pretty one from Makeup Revolution, which I'll leave linked down below. I'm doing my whole face, my cheeks, my above the brow, cupid's bow, nose, chin, all that good stuff. Highlighting is my favorite thing about makeup. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my face with some NYX Dewy Finishing Setting Spray. They do have a matte one. I just prefer to be dewy. And then I use my sponge to kind of beat my highlight into my face and make it look really, really natural. And then I go around my whole face just to pick up any excess powders, and that is the finished highlighting and contouring look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it helped some of you who are new to contouring. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!